Hey everybody, what's good? I'm Eddie out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and the Earth is flat. This is my fast introduction video. I'm here to let you know who I am, so you understand that I'm not some raving lunatic or something nuts. Generically, I'm an Aquarius. I'm Puerto Rican. My religious preference is agnostic. So that means if there's a God, hey, great. If there's not a God, no, too bad. I served in the armed forces. I'm looking down on my piece of paper to have everything written down. So I was in the Army for 5 years, where I was a forward observer. I did land map association. Lots of calculations, lots of numbers involved. Went to college, met my wife, had a couple of babies. And I reside now here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where I'm officiated by the state as a power engineer, by the Department of Engineers, officiated by the state of Wisconsin. So I'd like to discuss what a credible source is, what you think a credible source is. I do know that I used to, look forward to other people giving me information. That's pretty much what we've all been treated and trained. You go to school to be told what to know, as opposed to critical thinking and thinking things out. People forgot what it means to be objective. I'd like to start from doing history. There's really no starting point. I'm gonna attack NASA like everybody else. I love it. It's so easy. There's certain things that we could go over it, but it's all been beaten like a dead horse. I don't know why people don't realize that water always finds its level. You want to talk gravitons and per molecule? Come on, man, it's garbage. I'm not going to discuss the motionless Earth, because you can't feel it move. Nobody can feel it move. And if you claim that you can feel it move, you have no ability to prove so. So that's kind of 1-0. Water always finds its level. That's kind of 2-0. You've never seen curvature. That's kind of 3-0. There's a few arguments for flat Earth. So, my job, again, is not to convince you that the Earth is flat. Is to get you to understand why I believe this to be so. And that's a couple of basic, it's a little basic start. But what I do have is I have my little oblate spheroid Earth, and little things on it, little numbers. I like numbers. I'm a numbers guy. I also have this map here, and I'm going to use that. I'm going to chop it up, and we're going to create third Earth, verifiable Earth. You guys want to be a globe believer and just, listen to what you're told. You guys want to be a A.E. Gleason map follower and just, hey, that's what you're being told. A lot of people have woken up to the understanding that they get water not lying flat. But I'm going to go over why I believe the Earth to be flat. I'm going to use I'm going to make the attempts to be somewhat entertaining. I'm going to, I do have a crime lab, pew, pew, pew. And hopefully, I'll use that to my benefit, to our benefit. If you have any experiments you want me to do, let's go over it. 'Cause I'm going to go over everything. I'd like to go over everything. A lot of the experiments, the Michelson and Morley. If you don't know who Michelson and Morley were, they're the guys that made the attempt on ether, A-E-T-H-E-R, ether. And there was like 6 experiments, though. As part of the not moving, the Earth being stationary. Go over those experiments. I'd like to talk about all of it. That was pretty much it. That was kind of the works. I hope I'm going to be interesting enough for everybody. So, alright, I could be long-winded, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut this short and say, just remember, it's not about who's right, but what's right.